This thing working now? Can you guys hear me? What's happening? Are we broken? Are we working? Oh, what good times, good times. It's working? Okay, good, awesome. Oh my god, I don't know what happened during the stupid countdown. Here, let me put my screen back on now. During the countdown, it just said disconnected, voice disconnected, blah, 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 blah. And now we're all just broken. So that sucks. Absolutely horrible. Horrible, horrible. So I'm going to do my new intro. Or it's going to break. Oh, I think it just broke again. Okay, we're not going to do any of that stuff. No buttons, no special buttons. I should probably update my Stream Deck because it's been telling me to update it now for like a month, and another update went through, and maybe that's what's causing all these issues. Regardless, no voices today. Let's just go through the roll call, see what's going on. Oh, darn this thing. All right, Red Putts, what's going on? Travelers Travels, BG, Rashed Yourself, Tony Manusici, The Pirate, Sling Buzz, Skirm, Fudweiser, 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 Fudweiser. Oh, that kind of worked there? I had to do it myself. Scrolling through. My throat's still a little bit sore, but I am getting better. The Pirate, I think I already said that. First time 13, what's going on? John's Alberstein, what's happening? Or Sten. Sadie Sometimes, what's happening? Ogre MGTOW, what's going on? What's happening? What are you doing? What are you doing out there? Scrolling through. Sling Buzz, what's going on? Jamie Davis, Ghost Network. And continuing. Oh, it just jumped on me. I missed people. Then we got Mind Sums in the house. We see Don's Bernardo music and all sorts of crazy people. Awesome. So if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, like button, hit it now. Don't hit it twice because then it's a negative effect. So no point. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about a couple things. We're just going to start quickly with the Kaspa KS0 and KS3L overclocking. So it sounds like for the KS3L anyway, I don't have one, so I can't confirm or deny this. This is coming straight from the people that is doing the firmware, that you don't need the control board anymore. The update, which just like doing the KS0 updates, will work on your KS3L, and it also works with any fan version, the 2 and 3 fan. Actually, I can bring it up right here and he can confirm it right here. So here is the Exorcist dude. And where does he say it here? He says it here somewhere. Confirm that both 2 and 3 fan PSUs for the KS3L work with the OC we did. So he's confirming that right here, that it does work. He's kind of going through it. You guys probably already seen this. This is the free version of the upgrade. The original dev was this guy right here, XYYS, I believe, and he was charging and doing everything for mud. He said he was charging 500 Kaspa, then I could charge people more and then give them the firmware once I give them all the stuff. This isn't a thing anymore. This thing has been leaked, cracked, and now everyone else is doing the free version of it. So there's no more paid version unless you want to pay from the actual dev, which is still probably the safest way to go about it because he's the guy that figured all this out, and now we have a whole bunch of encrypted workarounds to do it yourself. And then there was an update now. Before we had to go into the web and you had to get in all the back end stuff, download crazy stuff. Now it's simply like updating your firmware like you normally would. So he says, what did he say here? Putting out an update today will be a flashable via web GUI here, GUI. So that means going into your dashboard, simply go to firmware update, upload it, done. You don't have to do all the crazy steps that was announced yesterday when they first released it. So there's a lot easier version now that only takes like 2 minutes. Pretty much download, click, upload, done, reboot, and you're good to go, just like a normal firmware update. So that's all happening there. So I don't think we have to go into more details on that. A major issue is updating your firmware, or not firmware, your power supply. So I believe they're 90 watts on the defaults. They're going to be going up to 120 watts now. It all depends on Silicon Lottery. So you're going to want to update your PSU, because if you don't, you're going to burn your house down, and that's going to be a bad day. So you're not going to want to do that. So it looks like the 200 watt plus what is it, laptop power supplies sound like they're gonna work. I might test out, as you guys know, with my CPU mining rigs, I was running them off server power supplies. Let's see if I can just find that right here, what I was using there. So if I go into so many channels here, come into here, we're gonna scroll up to, where is it, I can't find it. Where's my Amazon, or no, parallel miner stuff right here. So if we scroll up to, yeah, this guy right here. So this is what I use on my, why is it opening in the wrong window? Over here. This is what I was using on my CPU rigs. This kit right here, it's got, you can get a 1200 watt or that. You can get 6 to 12 cables. Looks like $108, but this is the X4 breakout board. And that is this guy right here, potentially, where it has the wires coming in. You got a negative side, a positive side, and then you run it into barrel plugs. Now, the barrel plugs Parallel Miner has on their site are too small. Do not use those. They will melt and die and all that stuff. You do have to, I have another link to Amazon stuff in my Discord to the better barrel plugs, which did seem to melt after a while. I still had a rig running, like, it's been a year and a half, 2 years almost since I was using those. I still have one on a barrel plug and it's working just fine. So I'm assuming I'm going to try that with the 1200 watt and put it with my CPU rigs and maybe use that as my power supply, but I still don't know how well it'll do. It's 120 watts, you know, sometimes I push over 140, so it should be within the boundaries of that. But again, you know, you're better off and probably safer just going with a 200 watt plus laptop power supply for that. And, you know, just click any link down in the description to Amazon and then search up laptop PSU, and then, you know, it'll still help out the channel, because it doesn't matter what Amazon link you click on as long as you use one. Okay, so what do we got here? We got some ads here. Jazzminer X4Q, still worth it. The Q, no, well, it depends on the price, I guess, but when it comes, if you're thinking, you know, depending on your power price, efficiencies, I think the best jazz miner you could get right now is the X16Q. X16Q. You said X4Q though, so I don't know if you messed up with the if you meant X16, but the X4s, they can't mine ZIL, and ZIL is a big part of this. Let's actually just jump into, now I don't have this, everything's together right now, kind of, so no rewards, 21, but the big thing here is the ZIL mining. Let's go to ZIL here. I got all my Apollos, my jazz miners, but look at the ZIL, almost 240 per day on ZIL. Now remember, guys, ZIL hit like 23 cents. The big thing here, obviously Octa.Space, hopefully it sees massive gains moving in the future, but we could potentially ROI our machines on just ZIL mining alone, which is crazy to think of. So look at this, 239, I'm going to times that by 0.023. That is $54 a day right now if ZIL hits potentially 23 cents per coin in the next bull run. So let's say $54 a day right now. I'm going to times that by 365. We're about a year away. That is $20,000. So in a year from now, that's that. The bull run is still about 2 years from now. I'm going to times that by 2. That's a potential $40,000 between now and to the bull run if it spikes. If I don't sell anything and it spikes to 23 cents and then I sell it all, I'm making about $239 a day. That's potentially $40,000 that I'll sell. That'll definitely easily ROI all this stuff on ZIL alone. So, you know, that's one thing I'm kind of looking at here. When I look at ZIL mining, I don't even account that into any of my mining fees. I look at the main coin, because most of these coins you can mine ZIL with now. And right now I'm mining Octa.Space. And I'm using Crazy Pool here, obviously. I do have a pool testing video coming out where I took the X16 and I tried 3 separate pools: Crazy Pool, K1 Pool, and I believe it was Jita Pool, because they're the only ones that actually have the Pac-Man added in as well, because it's a smart contract going on, and the pools have to get the contract from the Pac-Man devs in order to get it, because some pools may have Octa.Space, but they're not paying in Pac-Man, which again is another possible 20 to 25 cents a day at the current prices. Who knows what that coin's going to do, what it stands for, no idea, but it's just something extra there for potential triple mining. In theory, you're not really mining, it's just tied to a smart contract, kind of like how Toncoin was previously when you were mining it, and now it's straight up POS. So there's a lot of potential here with Octa.Space and other things. Octa.Space block rewards are dropping really fast, but based on that, I can do quick results here. I did find Crazy Pool was rewarding me higher yields than the other two pools. Now K1 was granting a little bit more ZIL, but I was getting almost double the Pac-Man and a little more Octa, which was the main coins I was going for here. So that's why I keep my rigs on Crazy Pool currently. So it's very interesting that Crazy Pool isn't a lot higher in the mining pool stats list. It's pretty low when it comes to Octa.Space, which maybe that's why I'm seeing decent profitability there as well, is because if you go to the top pools, just by default, they're the worst pool, because there's too much hash rate and they're not finding enough blocks based on that. We've seen this in multiple tests I've done in the past, is going to the top pools that have so much more hash rate than the other pools, it's defaulted not as profitable because it doesn't find, even though it looks like it's finding almost every single block, that's still not enough for the amount of hash rate that the pool has. So if you see a pool at 60, 70, 80% of the network hash rate, you're better off going to the secondary pool or something, because you need every single miner there in order to probably get your your best yields, and obviously you don't have every miner on a single pool. Anyway, so that's just some quick 2 cents that we got going on there. Anyway, we're not even here to talk about that, but I'm here to answer questions anytime you want. So anytime I live stream, obviously, even my videos in the comment section, it's always an AMA. You guys got questions, I'll try to answer them, because that's what I'm here for. It's all about the community, helping each other out. You guys help me out a lot, and I try to help you guys out, and vice versa. But we're going to be testing out the Bitmain X5. And let's just, as we know, this thing does not mine friggin' Zeph. It only mines XMR only. Let's just jump in. Where's the dashboard? Right here. So here is the dashboard of this bad boy. It's mining XMR. You can see the difficulties at 6.2 million. Now, if you're unfamiliar with difficulty settings and stuff for, like, especially random X coins, XMR here, I have more experience with. It's been around for a long time. But if you're looking for a difficulty level, the default share rate is usually 1 to 3 shares every 30 seconds, which means to find your prime difficulty, you times your hash rate by 30. So for an example, let's say you have 3900X. It's doing 12,000 hashes. So we're going to times that by 30. Your default difficulty level on a 3900X should be about 360,000. If you look at some of these pools here, let's just take... I use Mining Ocean for Zeph. I found it gives better yields. EK Pool, it rips you off. And I've tried EK Pool on 3 different coins now that I've tried in the past, and I don't get the rewards I'm supposed to get. I feel they're scamming their miners. So if you're on any EK Pool for any coin for that matter, I would urge you to leave it and go to something else. I'm just saying 2 cents. Their numbers don't line up, and other people have noticed this as well. No one actually came straight out and said it, but now I'm straight out saying that's what they do. They're stealing from you guys. Get away from that pool ASAP. Anyway, so if this thing loads, and maybe it's because I'm live streaming. Actually, I just want to go to the get started point here. If we look at the ports, look what we're seeing right here. They're saying high-end hardware is at 400,000. That's only 40,000 more than a 3900X. So, you might even want to just start off here, but most of the pools don't have like a nice actual middle ground range. Majority of the CPUs these days for CPU mining is around 3900X or better. It's the Ryzen CPU. So I feel the mid-range hardware should probably be around 300,000 of a difficulty starting point, and then move up to high end. Now, for example, with this thing, it's supposed to be doing about 212 kilohash. You need like 2.6 or 3.2 million of a starting difficulty, which is more than their freaking nice hash rental one right here, as you can see. So that's crazy. I think we need some adjustments going across some of these. But again, I'm not a pool. Well, I'm technically not. I'm not a very good pool op. We'll put it that way. I'm not a very good pool op, but just looking at difficulties, these are things that might need to get changed because the hardware. I really feel the mid-range hardware now should be considered the 3900X level. So these starting difficulties should probably be prompted up a little bit. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to test out the Bitmain X5. And I know I go all over the place. We come up with new topics and just go off. Anyway, so here we are. It can only mine XMR, and that sucks because if we actually go to profitability here, let's look at the Bitmain X5. We're going to load that up. I do have this thing loaded into my profit calculator. Look how much this thing would be making if it could mine Zeph. Here we are, 11 cents per kilowatt hour. I'm going to calculate this. Bam. Look at this. Look at this. $12 a day. This thing would be making $12 a day if you had free power. At 11 cents per kilowatt hour, which is mine, $8.49 a day. This is the next profitable miner under Kaspa. Obviously, people are going to buy it. They're going to, shoot that hash rate up, and then it won't be profitable anymore. And then the CPUs would suck, and it's just an everlasting thing. But in theory, if this thing did have the capabilities to mine other coins, we could see that Zeph would make this thing very profitable. Now, it's still doing not too bad. It looks like XMR is about $6.30 a day, $2.73. Now, I'm going to make a video on asking, was I too harsh on the Bitmain X5? Because as you guys know, if you guys missed that video, go check it out when I did the testing on it. But I pretty much said, as soon as I opened it up, I said, hey, this thing looks a lot like an E9 Pro. And then towards the end of the video, and after I tested on all this stuff, I pretty much said, oh, here we go, guys. This is another E9 Pro. This miner sucks. It's horrible. Don't buy it. It's retarded. But, maybe I was a little too harsh on it. Bitmain, for what it does do for XMR, you can't deny the fact that for XMR, it is a dominant force for RandomX and XMR. But Bitmain lied to a lot of people. I want to bring this up. I made this screenshot here. See if I can find it. Where is it? I'm gonna have to bring it into here. I could read it better. So let's look at, maybe it's on my pictures. Bring it up to here. Load up, sort by date. Okay, let's let this thing sort. It's doing its thing, but my thumbnails. Okay, right here. Look at this. So I put this screenshot together. I made it, and I thought it was quite interesting because I checked Bitmain's website. As you know, they had their Twitter post. Before we bring that up, you already saw a glimpse of it. If you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen this a while ago. But I was going through it after I found out this wasn't working. I went to Bitmain's website, and I seen that their poster that they have for this miner changed. And then I went through Twitter and looked back when they first announced it, and I put the two together, and this was the result. Look at this Bitmain marketing scam. So here's Bitmain on pre-orders, hyping it up. And here we have the support RISC-V available for mining multiple cryptocurrencies. The first professional XMR miner pioneering XMR mining. Mining multiple cryptocurrencies. See? Pre-order state. Bitmain release. Tailor-made for Monero XMR. That 100% switch. That is 100% false advertising if I've ever seen it. I don't know, if there's laws against that. They've pretty much false advertised 100% here, and it led to a lot of people buying this miner, and now they don't want it. And Bitmain, they're as scammy as they are, they're not going to take no refunds. They're not going to be able to return it to them or anything like that. But this is 100% false advertisement. Mining multiple cryptocurrencies in the pre-order stage. When they release it, sorry guys, this is an XMR miner. Thanks for your money. Is pretty much what happened here. Now, there are rumors that a new firmware is coming. Someone on Twitter messaged me and said, hey, I heard from a source that next week, I'm spamming the Bitmain firmware page, seeing if it's coming. They said next week it's going to get new firmware for the other coins. Then I asked them, are you sure about this? I haven't heard about it because I've been looking everywhere. I haven't heard nothing about it. And he said, well, I don't really trust my source, but I'm still spamming the page. So it's a huge rumor. I don't know if it's going to happen. If you look at the E9 Pro updates, they said they're going to have ZIL mining capabilities soon. And they're going to mine Octa.Space soon. That's been months. And then they recently, I wish I still had that post. Bitmain posted something where they didn't even know how ZIL worked. As smart as Bitmain is, or maybe it's their PR guy, something, they don't even know how ZIL mining worked. They thought they're switching into a whole new coin algorithm altogether. And I can't even explain it right now, but the write-up said they don't even know how ZIL mining works in the first place. They don't know that it's ZIL rounds here. They think you're dual mining like a GPU, and it's just It was just unheard of. I was like, wow, the E9 Pro, it's dead. It's not going to happen. They're not getting a firmware update. And based on how the E9 Pro's updates are going, I'm saying the X5 is probably going to follow the same suit. Anyway, we're going to test this out. We're going to try other coins. We're going to try a proxy. I've already tried these. I know they don't work, but we're going to try them with you guys. And maybe you guys have some other ideas to kind of try here. Oh, I also wanted to go into... I don't know why ASIC miner value has the X5 coming in at $8 a day after power. Maybe if it was on Zeph, I think for some reason they're calculating Zeph, but if you actually click on it, it still says here it can only mine XMR, but you're not making no $8 a day. Now here it's saying $6. You're still not even getting $6. It's only like $2, which we just looked at. So yeah, anyway, let's try some stuff. So guys, what do you guys want to try first? Let's try Zeph first. Let's do some Zeph testing here. Have you figured out what the control mechanism is yet? If it's not the algo, wallet format, perhaps pool address, XM proxy, let's poke and prod. Yeah, I have not figured out. I'm thinking maybe that's something to do with a port thing. Like if we go into the miner log, let's bring this up. Am I on full screen? Here we go. Now, the only thing I could really think of, maybe I used to think it was something to do with what's it called, with the wallet address, because when I tried solo mining on the hash vault, when you put solo colon there into your wallet address, it quit working on me. But then all of a sudden now it's working. I did a couple of reboots and it started working on solo. So then I'm starting to think now it's not the wallet address, but it's something else, because this thing starts popping out errors as soon as you try something else. But when it does start mining, it does say where is it? I can't even find it now. I can't even find where it is now. Where's the, maybe the history log? Pool, switching the pool to yada yada. It's still not doing this. So it says something about listening right here. Start listening on port 6060. Now, none of the XMR ports are 6060. They're all 18178 or 18177 or something. They're 17 something, and Zeph uses 1800 and something for its default port. So I don't know, maybe it's a port thing here. This is probably just listening on port 6060 from my own network that it's using. But yeah, we're gonna jump into this and we're just gonna move things around, see what happens. So let's bring up hash vault so you can actually see it mining right now. We'll go to my dashboard here and we can see right here, like here's what it's doing right now. Our average hash rates, which I do have a video recorded but not released yet on it. It is doing, it's 212 to 220. Here it's not saying 220, but when I looked at it previously, I had it off and on a couple times, but it was around the 212 to 220 kilohash mark. So it is where it should be. Here it looks like daily credited is about $5.02 worth of XMR. It's doing good for XMR, for what it can mine. This thing is cheaper than building any CPU mining rigs, and it's more efficient, and it gets the job done. It is a great miner for XMR, but due to the fact that it can't mine anything else on RandomX, that makes this thing horrible and barely profitable and not worth it at this point. But we'll see what happens. So now that we can see that it's working, everything here, let's go to, I guess we'll set this up into Zeph here. So I'm just going to get started. We're going to put in US Zephyr right here. Stop. USF, copy this over. I'm going to use port, I guess I'm going to go high end, 5352. 5352. I'll jump this into here. 5352. All right, 5352. I need a Zeph address here. Where's my crypto addresses? Bring them all up. Crap ton of crypto addresses. Where's Zeph? Zeph is here somewhere. I got a lot of addresses. All right, here it is. I keep them all together so I got everything nice and close. So we're going to right click this, copy this in, and slap this in here. So we're going to go bam, engage, save, and we're about to die. I placed an order for Epic CPU. I'm not spending money on Bitmain boxes that become obsolete after 2 years. Yeah, and a lot of them are blowing up on people too, so that sucks. So now we're going to go to the dashboard. We're going to wait for it to do its thing. Now after it does its loading and whatever else, this miner runtime will restart. It doesn't start doing the miner time until it actually has everything it needs to do loaded up. So we have to wait for that, but I guess we can go to the miner log for now. Now this doesn't update on the fly either. You got to keep coming back to it. So back in. So now with Zeph, I get temp errors and things like crazy all the time. Invalid URL, set miner start time. Okay, it's still not doing this thing. It's going to take a while here. Okay, so it looks like miner start time here is 27 seconds. 0 accepted shares. Now, if we were on XMR, in theory, this thing would already be mining. I'm just going to hit F5. Wouldn't that be something if all of a sudden we got an accepted share? Be like, what just happened? Why is it working now? But it's not. So still no shares. We're going to go back into the miner log again and see if we're getting those temp errors. We're not getting them yet. Have to wait a little longer. Was this already here? What time is this? 22:29. No, we're at 11 something right now. So yeah, we're not getting any type of log errors yet. Oh wait, 17. Nope, nothing yet. 1 minute 5 seconds. Yeah, still nothing. Still nothing. Doing nothing. Nothing at all. Broken. Scrolling on down. We getting any sensor errors? Oh, what's this? Chain error, temp loss. All right, so this is, why is this saying, oh, the time's all out of whack because it's not my time zone. Okay, that makes sense. So now you can see we're getting chain error, temp loss, message, check temp. So I don't know what's going on. When you try other algorithms, it can't find its temperatures and it's getting all these issues with temperature. And that's with Zeph. Other coins, it says other errors. Like it just gets errors across everything else when you're not mining XMR. And I don't know why it's doing that at all. So let's just refresh this again. Minute 48. 0 accepted shares. Nothing. See, it's saying normal. Sometimes it'll say normal, then it'll bounce off to abnormal. And if you wait long enough, it'll say abnormal. But right now it's broken. I'll try that F5. There, now we're abnormal. So it is not, absolutely not working. Let's come back into this. Whoa. Yeah, check message, check temp. Now watch. I'll go straight back to hash vault again. We'll go right back in here, get connected. And look how fast it'll fire right back up. Unless I broke it. 'Cause sometimes if I break it, I have to do a complete reboot at times here. But we'll just do this right quick. App miner, settings, back in. There. Oh, don't want to mess that up. Go back. Get rid of this. Find my XMR address now. Where's XMR for the ledger is? Ledger XMR. Right there. Copy. Save. Now we'll get this right back in the XMR, and you know, within like 20 to 30 seconds, we're gonna have accepted shares. So it's like, bam, good to go. And this thing has no issues. So we're very limited here on what it can mine. Obviously, I don't know what to fix it. We'll try a proxy here soon. We'll try NiceHash as well. See what happens there. Let's give it a second here for it to do its thing. There. Now it's at 7 seconds. Let's see how long until we get that accepted share. 13 seconds, still nothing. Check it out the live chat while we wait on this. What do we got here? I play KW Trillion Capital EGAZ on Apollo. EGAZ, what do you mean? What's EGAZ on Apollo? What is this? What are you referring to? I'm not sure what that is. Super XMR, Zeph plus Bitcoin plus SIL. Chocolate miner. That would be one heck of a miner. Try different format of the URL. Yeah, I tried adding, like right here it has the TCP stuff. SSL, I believe I did try SSL. Nothing locks this thing. Look, we can see all the negative temperatures happen right now. Update. Oh, maybe we totally broke it now. It should be mining by now. All right, we gotta wait for this thing to do its thing. Maybe we blew it up. You gotta send it back. All right, we got one accepted share, so we're good. Everything else is still kind of doing its thing. So we got an accepted share at 1 minute, 1 second. A lot of times, though, it does kick in right at frickin' the 20 to 30 second mark. But this one did take 1 minute, but we can see we now have one accepted share, 2 accepted shares now on XMR. So, you know, it fires right back up on XMR. So I don't know what's going on there. 13 kill hash. We're not hashing very well here. Let's do the proxy. Let's try the proxy right now. Let's see if I can find it. Proxy, miners, CPU miners. Scrolling in to, let's see what we got here. I'll bring this up a little closer so you can see it. Now, where's my proxy? Do I have it in Monero? Yeah, no. XMR Solo. No, I thought I had it straight under proxy here. Where do I have it? Oh, wait. I have it straight in downloads. I didn't even put it in its own folder. I failed. XMRig proxy right here. This is the latest one. Now, what do I have this set up for? And, of course, virus protection. Stop this. Allow. No. Allow. Start. Yes. All right. Goodbye. Virus. So I am set to pool hash vault. This is this Rabid proxy. Okay, so this proxy is set up. I'm going to run it right quick. Here you can see. So here's my proxy. It is set up. So my proxy's running right now. I'm gonna, okay, I better, I don't want to kill the stream, but I'm gonna make sure my CPU connects to this and to the pool by itself first, so that we know it's working correctly. I already have it preset up though, but it should work, unless I did have a reset on my PC, so maybe my IP changed, but that's what we're about to find out. So I'm gonna go to miners here, CPU, Monero, where's Monero? Monero. Great, right here. Do I have it under XMR solo? I gotta double check this. Where's my config? Nope, that's set to hash vault solo. Start RTM. Oh, great. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. I messed it up. Monero Ocean, nice hash. Maybe I have it straight under my Zeph. Hold on. Too many flight sheets. Zeph, start, solo mine. Rabid proxy. Oh, here it is. Edit. I'm gonna drop the threads down to. I'm gonna go 24 threads on this, so we have a lot of streaming power still. I have my Zephyr address in here as well. So that's the thing with the proxy. So what's going on here with the proxy is I'm connecting. I don't think the wallet address matters because it's mining based on whatever the proxy is set up. And I have the proxy set up to hash vault, which we can see right here, to hash vault, and it's using my XMR address, and my password is Rabid proxy, which would be my worker name at hash vault. You know, make sure you know how the pool works. If your name is at the wallet address or within your password. Hashvault does have it there. So this looks good. So it should connect my IP. No, I don't want to. Yeah, I do want to change that actually. Save. Now let's load this up. Rabid proxy, engage. So we have this loading now. And now I'm going to bring up the actual proxy. And there we can see, there. We have one miner connected now. You can see this miner here connected from this. So what's going on here with the proxy is my CPU now, or L-mine, I could take all my rigs in Hive OS, slap them towards my proxy, and it'll seem like it's just one giant miner. And then wherever I point this proxy to, it'll point all my rigs to. So in theory, if you have, say, you don't want to run Hive OS, and it's a pain in the butt to obviously go in there, so anything that XMRig proxy can connect to, that's Ghost Rider, Zeph, Monero, I can just slap everything towards the proxy and then just move the proxy around as I see fit, which actually I'll show you in a minute here. But first I want to see, so we can start to see hash rate will start after the next update. I just want to make sure that's going in. We're going to go into hash vault here just so that we can see our proxy actually pop up as well. Dashboard. And here we can see it's detected at the pool down here. We can see that Rabid proxy now. You can see it's mining. It's detected right here. And then we should see hash rates there. We can see hash rates starting within the proxy itself as well. So now we got the proxy. We know it works. My CPU connected to it. Let's try to get this Bitmain to attack to this Fargan proxy as well. So 192.168.11.333 is what that is. So I'm going to jump into the app miner here. We're going to go to the settings, punch that in 192.168.1.111, and then I have my default port for the proxy set to 333. I just want to confirm that's correct. Not that one. Let's go into the CPU here. So stop it. 192.168.1. Yeah, so that looks all correct. We're going to save that and see if we can connect to the proxy, which I already know it's not going to work, but maybe it will this time for some weird, odd reason. Maybe it'll work. But you can see, like, when I set up my CPU rig, though, like I said, I had a Zeph address. So if it's tied to the address, then we're using an XMR address right here. So it should work and tie into the proxy. And then I was hoping it would connect to the proxy. Then I could take this proxy and point that towards Zeph. And then it would think it's mining XMR, but it's not. So, but it's not working. We're not seeing another miner connect here. You can see nothing's going on. We got to wait for this to reset. There we're at 20 seconds, 0 accepted shares, and we're not getting any extra miners connecting to the proxy. So the proxy doesn't want to work. Try Monero Ocean, as it will use the XMR address to mine Zeph. Yes, that's true. I did try Monero Ocean, but it didn't want to connect to that either. Well, we could try that. Don't worry. We're going to try everything. We're trying to test this thing out today. We'll try a bunch of different options. So I will try Monero Ocean here pretty soon to see what happens. But yeah, we can clearly see we are not connected. I'm going to give it, to that little over that 1 minute mark because we know it starts mining at that point. Still The hash rate starting to drop off like a cliff. 1 minute, 2 seconds. See, abnormal, 0 priority, nothing connected to the proxy. So, yeah, not working. Proxy is a bad idea. Now, if I shut my proxy off, this is what happens. Boom. Oh, look, now my CPUs are down because they're not mining anything. There's nothing there. As soon as you fire your proxy back up or move it elsewhere, let's just find it. Where's my proxy? Go to downloads, open it back up, proxy, start it up, and we will see. Oh, is that my proxy? Or did I break it? Pool hash vault unknown service. Give it a second and it should start connecting again. There we go. It's connected again. So we can see now you can shut it off, turn it off, move it around, and then your rig that was already connected to your proxy will just fire right back up again. There we go. We're getting accepted shares. It's rolling. So that's how your proxy kind of works in a nutshell. You know, I know a lot of you guys have asked about it. I'll do a setup video on the actual proxy here sometime in the future, but you know, I'm trying the proxy here and this Bitmain will not connect to that. So we're going to close that off. Close that out. I can show you pointing it to Zeph and stuff after in a bit. But right now, this Antminer is still not working. So next up, let's try NiceHash. Let's give NiceHash a shot here, huh? Let's do NiceHash. I'm actually working with NiceHash, kind of. Here you can see, here's Buddy from NiceHash. You can point it now, check. Most of our devs are AFK now for enabling for the network trace. You connected now, we can see blah, blah. Thanks for testing. So we're trying to get this to work with NiceHash because maybe NiceHash can do some trickery and get it to point for possible rented hash to Zeph or something. I have no idea. We'll see what happens, but right now. So let's get this going on NiceHash. So if we go to download miner ASIC, we're going to connect our ASIC device. We're going to go select algorithm. We're going to go to random X Monero. And now worker name, I just want X5. So we're going to take the Stratum URL. We're going to copy this in. So here's actually using the Stratum TCP as a default in this for this one. We're going to try. So make sure that's all in there. Correct. Now we're going to go back in here. We're going to copy our worker address and name, and password is just going to be X in this case. Like I said, always pay attention to your pool. Know how they do it. NiceHash does the worker name in your... you guys can't even see what I'm doing right now, so I failed that. NiceHash uses the worker name at the end here. So here we're just going to have a password of an X. And now we're going to save it and let this go to the moon. Now the interesting thing here, there is stuff going on. The Antminer is sending data to NiceHash. It just won't start mining. So yeah, here we go. So now we're just going to wait for this. We're going to let it do its thing. And then we're going to wait for NiceHash for a little bit. We're going to close it out, wait on the miner here. So now we're just going to wait. And I know it's the same thing with the Jazzminer X16. As it's building the DAG, it has the connection to the pool, and it does connect and show up on NiceHash while it's doing the DAG loading before it even begins mining. And that's kind of what we're going to see here. It does show the miner connecting to NiceHash, but it just doesn't start mining. But let's just give it a few minutes here. 15, 25 seconds. That's Zeph. Okay, coming into here. Give this a refresh. There, look at that. Status, mining. It's up and it's connected here. Rig details. So we can see online 1. So it's being detected here. The X5 is on NiceHash here. It's showing up. It's picking a difficulty. It's doing everything it's supposed to do. But the miner itself, it just won't start mining. It won't start getting any accepted shares or anything. So I don't know if it's a Stratum thing or a port thing, or I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting that it's actually sending the data to the pool to become detected, but it won't actually begin mining. Let's just wait it out a little while and see what happens. Engage. So yeah, we'll just sit here and wait. Refresh. Go back to the Antminer. Wait it out a bit. Let's check out the chat while we wait for this. Maybe it just takes 20 minutes and it'll start running. I have no idea. We'll find out. Try a different format. Okay, we went with the TCP, everything in the line there. If you get it to work, sell the secret tech back to Bitmain. An XMRig proxy config, change it to simple. XMRig. Oh yeah, between the NiceHash and the simple. Oh yeah, there's that thing too. Yes, that's what you mean there, right? Yeah, I've never changed that because I never actually had issues with it. But I could try to put it in simple mode. Maybe that is the issue there. Good point there, Chirish. I'll try it. That's what you mean though, right? In NiceHash, so we just bring up that proxy again. I guess the downloads proxy config. You're meaning right here, right? Mode, nice hash. Put that to simple. Let's bring that up closer. I can't bring it closer. Is that closer? No. This closer? No. This one's way closer. All right, so let's bring this up kind of like, where is it? Oh, I can't bring it. I can't bring it up enough on that screen. Okay, let's try lower right. Anyway, you know what I mean. So right here, this one right here, mode nice hash. You throw that into simple. Okay, let's put that to simple. Simple. Save. Make sure, remember, if you have an extra space or anything in any of these, been between these commas here and colons or quotes, it won't work. So you got to make sure everything is perfect or it just won't work. Example, especially if you set this up, right, normally it'll say this. Like if you're setting this up, it'll have null here, as you can see. And obviously that's wrong. You need your algo. So if you put in RX0, which is RX-0, and you just do that, it's not going to work because you have to actually put in your semicolons or your quotations as well. So this will now work. But you got to make sure everything is perfect, no extra spaces. And a lot of times you could accidentally hit the space bar and not realize it and totally mess up your entire config from a space hidden. And it's very hard to find once you start doing it. If I get to the point where I think everything is right and I can't figure it out, I'm like, what is going on? That means I messed up somewhere. I just delete it and reinstall it. Start from scratch because it's probably a lot faster than finding out where one space might be hiding here. So, you know, it's a little tip there in the back of your mind. So we're going to try simple mode here and see what that does. So close that out and see if this starts. All right, so it looks like it's starting and connecting. So that's good. Nothing's messed up. Let's just do a refresh here. No accepted shares happening. Do a refresh here. Yeah, nothing. Zero. Nada. 0 kilohash. Not even rejected shares. It's just not doing anything when it comes to nice hash. So a lot more testing has to be done there. Let's jump back into the Antminer. All right, nothing. All right, so let's go back into, let's try the proxy again, I guess. Let's go back to the proxy here. 192.168.1.111. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 threes. Now we need my wallet address. Don't need that one open. Yeah, we need XMR. It's still highlighted. Paste that in. We got to go back to X. I don't know if I need the password really for this because everything's coming through the proxy. Yeah, I'll just leave it as is. Password X. I might not even need the X there. We'll try without the X after. You know, we got to try everything without a password. See if this connects. That'd be awesome if this connected. You know, I haven't tried this yet. I haven't tried this part with the proxy with adding that to simple mode. I also want to make sure my CPU is going to work. So let's do that right quick. Rabid proxy. Click on that. Yep. All right. So simple mode is obviously working. The CPU is connecting to the proxy. So we're all good there in terms of configs and settings. Let's just wait for this to begin its thing. All right, proxy, do something for us, please. Let's go, proxy. Testing, waiting. Can you do a vid on how to mine Octa/ZIL in the Jazz Miner? Sure, I can do that, no problem. I might have already did that, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll look. I'll see if I did one yet or not. But yeah, I'll get that up and running for you if I didn't. Oh, wait a minute. This says 2 miners. Do you see that? That's saying 2 miners. I only connected. Uh-oh. Come on. Are we going to get an accepted share here? All right. I'm intrigued. There's a little bit of accepted shares. Guys, we got accepted shares from simple mode on the proxy. All right. Okay. Don't get too excited. This is interesting. Chirish, good idea. Simple mode worked. This thing connected to the proxy. Now, we're going to point this to Zeph and see if we can proxy it over to Zeph. This is pretty. I'm excited right now. Press W, press W. Okay. Oh, on here, yeah. Bam. What do we got here? You can see that one's using the Zephyr wallet. Yeah, right there. 116. That is the IP, my local IP of the Antminer. See? Look, right up here, 116. You guys see that up there? Can you guys see the IP up here? That is 116. So it is in fact the Bitmain, the app miner connected, the X5. Okay, so let's try jumping the proxy because it's going to be thinking it's on XMR. We're going to jump the proxy over onto Zeph and see if this works. All right, so let's do this. Let's bring up our config here for our proxy now. Edit. Now, where's my Zeph pool? Getting started. Okay, we're going to bring up North America. Copy. I got too many configs open. Oh, that's my wallet address. So, proxy. Paste that in. We need our port. We're going to go with, I guess, well, I just finished saying hi. We're going to go 5352. 5352. We're going to save that. Now we need a Zeph wallet address. Scroll down to find Zeph. Copy that. Add that into the proxy address here. Paste that in. Save. Okay. Moment of truth. I just saved it, so it should have already went over on its own. Okay, yeah, updated. Zeph mining. It's going to pool US Zeph. So let's see if we get detected. Worker statistics. Let that load. All right, let's see what happens here. This is going to be interesting times. So what do we have for accepted shares right now? 53. Let's see if it starts saying 54 or anything. We still have 2 miners connected. So that's a good thing. It's still connected to the proxy even though we swapped it over. Now we're just going to see if we start getting more shares. We did it. We did it. If we start getting more shares. But I don't know yet. So 53. Still 53. I wonder if I should restart it right quick and see if it connects again. It's not doing anything. Let's check out our pool here. Dual Epic. Is the proxy showing up yet? Not yet. Still no proxy showing up. Mining Ocean does usually update pretty fast when it comes to worker names. Yeah, we don't have much. Oh, 160. Wait, this says 162 kill. Or is it coming down because it's still averaging from up there? Go back to the amp miner here, F5. We still haven't seen any accepted shares out of it though. That's an issue. That's an issue. Oh yeah, real-time hash rate's 0. It's not getting any hash rate when we swapped over. So this isn't working. We'll give it more time. We'll give it more time. Oh, but it did connect to the proxy, so that's cool. We made a little bit of progress, kind of, but it's still not mining. 53. Come on, Zeph Pool. Link up. Go to workers again. Yeah, it's stuck at 63. Oh, it's at 44 kilohash, though. I am not mining 44 kilohash on my frickin' 7950X at only 24 threads. So we're gonna let it play out again. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Hurry up and load. The pool's now not being smart on us. It's being slow. Come on. Look up. Let's take a look at 53. Still, it's not finding any shares though in the dashboard here. Unless it's trickery. Maybe it doesn't know what it's doing, but it's working. I have no idea. We'll find out. Still 45. Come on. If this would load up, it'd be nice. Come on. Why do you have to glitch on us dashboard? Why now? You know what? I'm just going to close you out and start from scratch. Maybe we blew up the pool. Slapping the X5 on it just exploded the entire mining ocean pool. The log is weird. It doesn't update to like say it's sending shares or anything. It's still, see, it's saying check temp lost. That's right now though, so it's getting errors right now. So it's saying lost temp, but 53. Back down to 16. So yeah, it's not finding shares, but I wish I could see the frickin' Zeph pool here. Oh, I'll close down my miner. Maybe that's causing issues with it. All right, let's give the app miner a restart. See what happens. Restart miner. Give this thing a quick restart. Let us do its thing. It's ramping up in the background now. Why are you breaking on us, pool? Come on. Why do you got to do us like this? So right now, 0 miners are connected. Obviously, we just shut this one off and then waiting for this pool to load. What a junk box. Yeah, it's a pain. We're trying to get it to work, but you know, at least we got it connected to the proxy, so that's kind of cool. But it seems like not even tricking it with an XMR address using the Zeph address and the proxy is working. Now the pool's not even loading for me anymore. Maybe it's just my internet. The stream is wrecking it, but this thing looks like it's loaded back up. Wait for it to do its thing. It'll have a whole new log. It's going to do its power testing and all that stuff it usually does. You can see here. Begin fan check. It'll look at reset FPGA. But yeah, we'll just wait for it to do its thing. It's ramped up in the background. I wish the pool would frickin' load though. That would be, you know, kind of handy. Maybe if I close some tabs here. Close nice hash out. Come on, load. Why? Why are you doing this to us? A RAM upgrade shouldn't matter. Like either it'll hash or it won't. If it's the RAM and it's crappy, it just won't hash as good. What do we got here for history log? Bring it up. Is it doing its power testing stuff now? Usually takes a minute. There we go. Initializing the power. Please wait. This could take up 1 minute. This could take up 1 minute. But this pool, major issues with this pool right now. Close out some things. Still waiting on something to connect to it. If I tried on unmineable, no, but well, I'll try unmineable. It should work, but you got to keep in mind, like, it's still mining XMR. The point of not mining XMR is other coins are more profitable. So if you just go to unmineable, sure, you can get paid out in a lot of other coins. That's what people seem to not realize, is you're still mining the coin that it can mine. And for unmineable, it's going to be RandomX Monero only. So it's not going to boost any profitability or anything. Yes, you're going to get other coins, but you're not boosting your profitability at all from using something like unmineable, because you're still limited to whatever that thing can mine in the first place. But yeah, I could try it on unmineable and see what happens. I've tried it on multiple pools, multiple Zeph pools, zero working. This thing should be, it sounds like it's winding down now. So it's going to start doing its thing soon. All right, timer started. So it should be connecting very soon now. Come on. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go. Kaspa withdrawals on Trade Ogre are wrecked. Are they still broken over there? Oh my gosh. Poor Trade Ogre. Or not poor Trade Ogre. Trade Ogre. I don't know what they're doing. They're failing. Come on, Proxy. Reset. 41 seconds. Ooh, nothing. We're not even connected to... We're still not even connected to this. Count one. Okay, it connected again. So we do have one miner connected. Everything popped up, but yeah, we're not getting any shares. It's something with the stratum. I don't know. I don't know if the pools need to do a stratum tweak or something. No, maybe it's a port thing. I have no idea, but yeah, it's not working. Even though we have XMAR address and everything in there. Sweep error string. What does that mean? Read temp error, PCB temp count, 0 chip temp count, ineffective value. Like, you get all these temp errors and sensor reading errors when you try another coin, but all the sensors, everything is just fine. It just won't start mining anything else other than XMAR. So that sucks. Refresh. 0 accepted. Darn, I really thought we were on to something here. That sucks. Well, it's connected to the proxy. Maybe there's some other setting in the proxy we can get to get this to work. All right, what else do we got here? So let's try. I think it's worth a try. Unminable says Algo Random X, not specifically Monero. No, that's true, but I think it's Monero is what they use. Everyone says Random X Algo, but they all mine Monero. But you know what? You can try Unminable and see what's going on here. Oh, we also got to try Monero Ocean here soon. So what we got? Octopus, EcoHash. Where is it? Random X CPU. RX Random X. Okay, unminable. Port 3s. All right, let's go to settings here. Unminable. Now I need an ad. I wonder if I use a Bitcoin. Yeah, so let's try that's what I have it set up here right now, right? Bitcoin. Yeah, it's on Bitcoin. So I guess we'll try a Bitcoin address. Let's go. Where's all my Bitcoin addresses? BTC, Ledger, Newton, Tangem. All right, let's try the Tangem wallet. Copy. Where you at? Bitmain, right here. Miner is that. How does this all work again? Oh, I gotta put BTC in front. I forgot. See, I already failed that unminable. Is it capitals or not capitals? BTC capitals. BTC semicolon colon. Scroll all the way down. Now we need worker name and then referral code hashtag. Okay. Worker name is .x5 hashtag Rabid. There we go. No password optional. Save. See what happens. I think I did that right. Engage. All right, let's see what happens. It should reset its whole thing. I guess we'll put our wallet address into unminable now. Engage. Nothing detected yet. We'll bring this right up here so it's close. All right, 10 seconds. 22 seconds. What's going on live chat while we wait for this thing to start up? And I guess next test would be Monero Ocean and see what that does. Which is nothing. But we'll see. You know, I just wanted to go over everything. I can just say, you know, I tried everything, it doesn't work. But we're actually going to show you guys that we're trying everything and we can't get it to work. 44 sec. Come on, we're getting close to that 1 minute mark here. Still no accepted shares. Are we getting detected at all? Like in Nice Ash? No, nothing yet. 0 workers, 0 workers. Okay, we got accepted share. We got 4 accepted shares. So I guess we can mostly confirm that this is most likely XMR. Wait for the worker to show up now, I guess. Unminable takes like 10 minutes to show action. To show action? All right, come on, hurry up. Show us some action. What's the minimum payment here? I'm probably never going to hit that. 00075 BTC. Engage. Engage. 143. We got 13 shares. 1, 2, 3. Wow, it's got their difficulty. We're only at 100,000 difficulty. We should be at like 3 point some million. But hey, or 2.6. Let's look it up right now. 212 kilohash times 30. Yeah, okay. I was way off. We should be at about 6.3 million of a difficulty, which is actually at the start of the stream. If you were here, we were around what 6.2 at hash vault for the difficulty. So yeah, that's where we should be. So let's climb in 1, 2, 3. We're at 249 difficulty. Check out our workers. Still no workers. Still no workers. Yeah, it's taking a sweet time. But yeah, we should be like over 6 million of a difficulty with this worker. That's crazy. One worker, 6 million of a difficulty. Wow. 18 shares. Difficulty's going up. What are we at? 1, 2, 3. What? It went down. 176 stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I think they need some difficulty tweaking going on here. Just me. Or we're flooding. We're probably flooding shares like crazy. And then we'll get banned. We'll get banned because their pool isn't tweaked enough. Hurry up. Detect. Rugs be rugging. I think it's worth a try. I got Kaspa. They're stuck, and I don't want to sell it. They're underpriced. There's only one option: to wait. That's true. Like, because their price is so much lower, you can buy it there, and maybe you can get lucky if they eventually open withdrawals. You may have got a lot of cheap Kaspa, but oh, it's so iffy. And like, what if something happens? Oh, we pull everything off. I don't know. They can't really blame the dust attacks because it's been going on for over a month, and the attacks just started happening like what, 4 days to a week? Not even that old, so it's definitely not an issue. Well, maybe now it's an issue, or they're gonna say it is, but yeah, I don't know. There we go. We got a worker. X5 Rabid 333 hashes. It's not doing very well. What's going on here? Don't worry. It's going to take a while to do that. So Unminable is working. Let's jump over to, I guess, Monero Ocean now. Do I have that here somewhere? I might have to just look it up. Now, the thing with Monero Ocean is you need XM rig. What's it called? XM rig MO version to do all the profit switching and benchmarking. So obviously the Bitmain firmware doesn't have that in it. So we're going to use right here. Copy that over. We're going to slap that in. Mining. Get rid of we got to get rid of all of this because it's not even XMR anymore. So XMR ledger. Copy. Oh, look, this finally loaded. Look, Rabid Proxy was live. There it is. Oh, it's still live. Just no, hardly any hash. So Rabid Proxy showed up at the pool finally, but darn it, we couldn't get that app miner to freaking connect. Did I hit save already? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Or that would be gone. 3 seconds. All right, here we go. Waiting yet again for Monero Ocean to do its thing now. Let's go back into home. There we go. I got 0.3 XMR just hanging out here. I don't know how long that's been there, but it's just, you know, hanging out there doing nothing. That's actually that's over half a block reward right there. I should probably pull that out sometime. Didn't even know that was there. Does it work on NiceHash? No, we tried that already. Do I still have NiceHash up? No, I closed it. So it detects on NiceHash, but it just won't start getting any accepted shares or anything. So there is something going on that it is communicating with the pools, but something to do with the stratum or the way it's generated. Maybe it's the stratum ports. I don't know. It just won't allow it to start getting any work and actually start mining. So I don't know. There's probably not an easy fix, but there's probably a tweak or a fix out there. We just don't know what it is. So we've been at a minute. We're still not seeing any accepted shares. So I don't know what it's trying to mine right now. I don't know what the direct XMR actual stratum is. Because we're on the profit switching stratum, so I don't know. It might not just won't work. Minor errors. Let's see what it's telling us. Same thing. Look, temp lost, error string, sweep error string, error, temp lost, check temp. Temps are fine. Stop telling us to check stuff that doesn't need to be checked. Your issue is with not being able to mine anything else because you ripped everybody off. Must be locked to block. Yeah, that could be a thing too. The blockade. That's kind of like the epoch thing with Octa.Space and stuff with the E9 Pro. Like they can't mine anything under a certain epoch. So maybe they locked it to, like you said, a certain block height. So eventually, you know, maybe in 3 years, it'll just start working on Zeph once it hits a certain block height. I don't know. But yeah, I don't even know what to say. I don't know how to comment on that. But yeah, it's not working here either. Damn. Oh, for a second, I thought we had hash, but then this is just the average still counting down. We got 0 real-time hash. So we don't really have any options here other than XMR. We tried. I'm going to have to say we tried everything, I think. We need updated firmware. So now to get started, let's jump back into here. Settings. Engage. I'll go back to the X5 here. Save. Own Monero node. Well, seeing how we actually, thanks to Chirus there, seeing how we got the proxy to actually work, we could maybe try mining to an own solo node. I still got to make sure I have one set up correctly, because you don't want to mine forever waiting to hit that block to find out it's not set up right, so you're never actually going to hit that block. That would kind of suck. So, you know, I got to make sure I have my node set up right. I've tried it in the past. That's why early Zeph, I wanted to try to get a Zeph node going to hit a block or two, because it's pretty much exactly the same setup between XMR and Zeph. So if I get a Zeph one running, hit a solo block, I know that I could set the Monero one up, because it's a lot harder to find a solo block on XMR than it is on something like Zeph, where there's, you know, there's only like 30% of the hash rate compared to XMR. But now let's just see. It's so weird. How come it's not taking 20-30 seconds anymore? Waiting all the way to that 1 minute mark. Engage, engage, engage. Wow, it's not even finding. I broke it completely. It's over a minute and this hasn't found an accepted share yet. I might have to reset it. We broke it. We blew it up. It's gone. What's it saying in the log? Level error, PID, chain 2 error, temp lost. What time is that? 13. That's right now. It's getting errors right now on XMR. Did I mess something up? I'll check the settings again. What did I do wrong here? Hash fault. That's correct. That's correct. Any spaces here? Oh, that's correct. Password, yeah. Everything's correct here. Oh, I guess we blew it up. We got to do a restart. I guess we'll just restart this thing. That'll fix it. Hopefully. Might not. Might have just wrecked it. Add RX0 after password. Does that work on this Bitmain stuff? Maybe. Okay, now we got to try Zeph again with RX0 after password. Do you need that little symbol there in front of the RX? Get rid of Monero Ocean. Get rid of... Ah, that's so crazy. This thing would be so profitable if it could mine Zeph, but now it's not. So look at this. So let's bring this in a little closer here. So right now, this thing can only mine XMR. It went from $6 down to $5.30. Price and hash is bouncing around all the time. But it's making $1.73 after power. So we just look at a single epic, which is half the price and about 300 and... What do we got? Let's just load that. 336 watts. Calculate. Making $1.57 after power. 246. So we're making more with a single epic than we are with the X5 after power, due to the fact that it just can't mine these other coins. $1.73. What was that again? Load it up. $1.73. Okay, the X5 slightly more profitable. Let's move into the dual epic system, which is a little more, about the same price as the X5, but it's less than half the hash rate. Calculate that, and this is almost $3 after power because it can mine Zeph. So the profitability is better in the CPUs here, obviously, because this thing can't mine those other coins. So it sounds like it's ramping up here. Let's see what we got going on. I hear it in the background screaming away. Initializing power. All right, it's doing its power testing, and we'll see if we actually just blew it up or not. It locks the algo on Monero Ocean. Oh, it's an algo lock on a Monero Ocean. Okay, so we'll go back to Monero Ocean and put that in the password and see what happens. All right, we'll try that too, because, you know, we can't say we did everything when another option just came on the table. So we have to do everything to say that we actually did everything. So I'll try that option in the password as soon as we get this thing up and running again. Just gotta wait for the timer to kick on. What is this? Live chat, any questions? What we got going on? We went to nice hash. Nope, don't work. Must be locked. Yeah, all right. It looks like we're all up to date on the chat here. That will put it on Zeph, which will have the same issues. You can lock the coin to XMAR, but you might as well just be mining on Hashflow. Yeah, like it's not working on any other coin. Like, I don't know. It's just won't work. Hopefully we get a firmware update. Now, you know, that works both ways. Hopefully we do, and hopefully we never do. Because it depends how you look at it. One, yeah, we have this thing. It's profitable. If it gets a firmware update, you know, it'll be some nice profitability there. It'll technically be the second, under the Kaspa ASICs, it'll be the most profitable ASIC, which means everybody will buy it up. And then if everyone buys it up, they're not going to be that profitable anymore. And that'll also bring down the profitability of all the CPUs out there. So in theory, we don't want this thing to be updated, but you know, it's pretty shameful the way Bitmain did do this out of this miner, especially saying how it could mine multiple cryptocurrencies during the pre-order stage, and then when they release it, their new updated slogan pretty much says XMR miner. So they're definitely shady on that, and you'd think they should be accountable somehow. But you know, this is Bitmain; they do whatever. All right, we got one accepted share, 46 seconds. We are back up and running. Everything's all good. All the hash boards are up. All the chips detected. So if you guys are unaware, each chip, each CPU is 64 cores at 2 gigahertz. So there's 6 chips on each board. So 64 times 6, that is 384 cores per hash board. We're going to times that by 3. 1,152 cores are in this thing. That's a lot of freaking cores in a CPU. It's a lot of cores. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Bitmain CCPs. Yeah, that's what they do. So, there we go. Bitmain CCP, of course. That's a lot of cores. So, you know what? I guess we'll try this Monero Ocean thing again, because why not? But like I said, it'll lock it to Zeph or RX or something. We just don't know. So let's just see if that works. Monero Ocean. We'll go back into the help, configure, copy. Worker name is at the end here, I believe, right? Correct, Tomundo. Now password, we gotta add that in. Where is it? I gotta copy and paste it. Where is the command? Scrolling through. How come I can't find it in chat now? Oh, there it is. I found it. Right here. Copy. Is that correct? Right there? Is that what we need? RX0 in the path. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. Jeez, I failed again. So yeah, right there. Is that what we do right there? So we're going to try that. Save. See what happens. Engage X5. No worker name for MO. It's in the password. Oh, is it really? Oh my gosh, I haven't used it for a while. I guess I should check my flight sheets out. ARC0. Okay, go. So that's gonna be my worker name. Resave. Oh, sometimes it blows up too. I forgot. If I try changing it too fast, it says too fast change, or however the Chinese would say it. Fast change, fast too much. Like, I don't even know. It says something about you're changing your settings too fast and it blows up. It likes to blow up for a lot of reasons. It just literally explodes. Oh, X, I gotta change it again. Okay, hold on. X, all right, okay. We're definitely gonna blow this thing up. All right, let's try that. Save. Again. Copy and paste. Let's go. No space in between there. There's right after each other, all one. Would that technically make it a worker name if there's no space? Oh, let's see. Chain error, swap, temp lost. Blowing up. It speaks in Chinese. Hacker, Google Translate tongues. Oh, yeah. Pretty much. So we're at 16 seconds. I think that's from the latest refresh. Yeah, it must be. It's still going up. Miner log telling us anything? Set miner start time, total TV start system, total TV end, error temp lost. $39. What if RX0-1 is for Zeph? 1 won't work though. As soon as you don't have anything in there, it doesn't say RX0. I think it says algorithm, not RX0 or something like that. Panda did his live stream the other day. He tried the Veal one. Remember RX Veal, and it says algo, not RX0 or something like that. So if you put RX1, it's probably just gonna say, hey, sorry, we can only count to 0, so you're more numbers ahead. Okay, it's not working at all. It's over a minute here. No accepted. Oh, now abnormal again. So yeah, that doesn't look like it wants to work. All right, so X5. We're gonna go back to hash vault again. Where you at, hash vault? Getting started. This one. Copy. Hash vault, where are you? So we go to this. All right, let's do that. All right, and then we can go solo, save. Solo, save. Engage. Okay. Now, if I come into Hive OS, jump into Hive OS here, just kind of just slap a few things together. All right, so I'm going to go like this. XMR, hash vault solo. Gauge. Slap everything on there for a second. See if we can catch a solo block in about 5 minutes. Not going to happen, but we'll just see. So let's see what we got going on here. I got to make sure the flight sheet's correct. Engage. Close all these out. Get all the things out. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Confirm. All right, we're going to go into here. Make sure the flight sheet. That's a lot of frickin' threads. Flight sheet. Am I on the correct solo? Yes. All right. We're good. Jump back into hash vault. Go to the dashboard. See what we got. So X5 is back online. Sending shares. Yeah, 22 accepted shares. Solo mode, I think, is engaged now. Hash rate's going up in solo mode, it looks like. What's going on here? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is... Oh, X5 pool mode is still winding down. Solo mode is over here. Here's solo mode. There we go. Oh, I got to set the difficulty a little higher on the dual epic there. It's a little out of range on the 30-second share rate. It's red, which means you're sending too many shares. Yeah, you may get banned. There, now it's back down to 0. Because in theory, your entire farm, like right now, I'm going to need like... I don't even know. I'd have to add up all my hash rate, times that by 30, and that's technically what I should have. If I was running, like, say, the proxy with everything on it and it looked like one rig, that's where I should have my difficulty, because you're only going to want, between every rig running, you're only going to want 0 to 3 shares per 30 seconds. Right now you can see we're sending 31 shares. Just because you're sending more shares doesn't mean it's going to make you find blocks better. You're just finding low difficulty shares. You're bogging down the pool, kind of make it a little slower. If everyone did this, the pool would slow down and actually be worse for everybody. Or a lot of pools, they just ban you for sending too many low difficulty shares. So you got to keep an eye on the difficulties that you have. Most pools are variable difficulty now, so they just adjust on their own. But you definitely want that higher starting difficulty so that you keep it within that range, because all we care about is the one share that matters is a max difficulty share. So you can crank your difficulty all the way to the top, and if you find one share, that means you found one block. You only need to find one share as long as it's the block. That's the only share that matters. Your dual epic, what? Can't see that. Your dual epic has only 12 kilohash. It's winding up. Everything's winding up right now. You can see it's really slow at the moment. It's not going to have instant hash rate. If we come into here, the dual is sitting at, you can see it's at 94.75. And you can see, like, even just refresh, yeah, 0.73. If we jump back into here, you can see, like, even the X5 is currently only sitting at 7.5 kilohash, because it takes a while. It's got to find a bunch of shares. The pool has to analyze how many shares it's finding, and then it starts going. Like right now, my hash rate is only saying 170 kilohash, but I think I'm around 700 or something. So I'm about 3/4 to 1 mega hash here. You can see it's starting to spike a bit, but we can just let it sit there for a little bit, let it play out. And go to the live chat and see what's happening. The X5 will be running with an XMR address. He needs to eliminate that as a possible problem because it may be coded to only accept an XMR address. Yeah, that's very true. We don't know if it's only an XMR, but we did see with the XMR address, and then we still pointed the proxy over, it wouldn't find any accepted shares, but it was working through the proxy. So I don't know. There's so many things. Unless you try a Zeph address to an XMR pool, but then it'll probably just say invalid wallet or something, I think. Not 100% sure. Refresh. Spiking. It's coming up. It's coming up to the moon. Do we find a solo block yet? No. Negative solo blocks. I'm up in the air. I'm wondering, like, I'm debating on, maybe I should try a week or two solo mining XMR and see what happens. If it is only XMR Monero, is it worth just solo mining? See, I don't know. I'm up in the air. Like, right, if I go to the pool, where's the pool? Down here. Like, this thing has only been on for what? Like a couple days, 2 days. And my current effort is at 16%. So I'm almost like, I used to do this with Ethereum all the right. I don't, a lot in the past. I don't know, in theory, it's all a gamble going to solo based on the luck and everything. But even with Ethereum, like, you can see I'm at 16%. So I'm wondering if I just pool mine. Obviously, if this goes to 0, I hit a block. I'm like, no, I got to start over. So if it gets to like 85%, 90%, and then I move it to solo, in theory, I'm really close to finding a solo block. So maybe I should just pool mine upwards to 80 to 90%, swap it over to solo, which is very fast and easy. Just put in solo there, save it, restart it. And maybe, you know, in the next day, I might find a block with this miner. In theory, based on current effort and averages. I did that with Ethereum lots where I was getting close to finding, you know, the potential block reward through percentages. And I'd find a block within, you know, a week of swapping over to solo. And then I'd go back to a pool for like a month. And then when I got close again, within a week, I would find an ETH block. And it really boosted up the profitability a lot. Now, sure, sometimes you can go to 200% effort and stuff. Most of the time, you do sit at 100% or less. So that's something I'm really considering is, you know, maybe just mining XMR, like I just said, on the pool. And then when it gets to that higher percentage, move it to solo, wait a couple days and hopefully hit that block. So, you know, it's a strategy you could try to use, but I don't know. Some people use it and have success. Other people don't. I have had success on that with Ethereum when Ethereum was around. And, you know, I might just try it out and see what happens. Obviously, it's going to suck if you're at like 79% and then you're getting ready to hit 80 and then you don't swap it and then it finds a block. You're like, oh no, start over. Look into P2 pool. I know I see P2 pool all around. Like I get it that you can connect your node with them and stuff. I just don't want it. I think I'm almost getting annoyed with everyone saying P2 pool all the time. I just ignore it. But, you know, I understand they're coming behind it where you can link all your nodes together and run your own pool through the link to P2 pool and all that. But, you know, I like this pool. It's, you know, we're nothing major decentralized here. Like, look at the pools. They're all in the 30% here, 32, 39. Hash vault's only at 19%. So, you know, I think I'm pretty safe on helping with the decentralization on this pool instead of going to, you know, P2. Another thing I'm wondering about, like, look at all hash vault is one of the only ones that's also consistent in hash rate. Everything else is huge lumps all over the place. I don't know what that is, if it's hash rentals or X5s going on, because if you look back, we can see the X5 does spike a lot. Like, look how the hash rate is spiking, and we're seeing that on those other pools quite often. Is a lot of these waves. Well, these waves are pretty much bigger though, but yeah, I don't know. Hash vault is like one of the only smooth pools here. It looks like Ant Pool actually. Ant Pool. Oh, this is funny, interesting. I didn't even realize this, but they're new. They just went online. We know who runs Ant Pool, guys. Come on, guys. Who runs Ant Pool? Someone tell me in live chat right now. Who's that? Who's the creators of Ant Pool? 0%, and they just went live on how long ago? Wednesday, September 27th. Is that when these things shipped? Yeah, there you go, guys. Bitmain just fired up an XMR pool, and it went online about the time these shipped with 0% fees. That's interesting. Now they can only maybe I should use Ampool in theory. Like, they're down there in decentralization. They probably have. Look how straight this. That is straight. That is some straight level hash. Wow, you know, this might be the pool to use. As much as I don't want to support Bitmain, they probably tweaked the hell out of it. So one thing, I wonder if Ampool is going to open up. Watch them open up a Zeph pool. Ampool on here? Ampool on here? Nope, not yet. Like, that's another thing they did. I don't know if it was the E9 or something else, but they did also lock their miners to their pool. You couldn't use other pools other than their own pools. So maybe this is a thing where Ampool's like, hey, you know what? We'll get all the Zeph hash rate from X5s because we'll only allow it to work on our pool. That could be a thing coming as well. We got to keep in mind. But you know what? I'm going to let's take a look at this. It's probably all user based and passed. So I might have to make an account here and actually try it. Special notice. Please read this. Inform consent. Yeah, got it. Thanks. I read it. It probably says I'm going to steal all your XMR. XMR mining pool launched, like brand new. Hey guys, look at it. We decided we should make an XMR pool. What do you think about this? Wow. Wow. Huh. That's kind of funny that they started an XMR pool. Right? It's like this. I gotta look. When did this thing come in? When was it? Wednesday? I'm pretty. That's like right when these things shipped. I think they fired up their pool. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. That's gonna be interesting stuff. I think I might just use it. Whoa, there, we're starting to spike up now. What do we got? 646 kilohash. No blocks. Not yet. So we're at 685 kilohash with everything on. Looks like we still got quite a bit of hash right here. But yeah, we're seeing a nice spike in the old hash. Solo mining XMR. Now, what is a solo block worth? Now, XMR is on tail emissions, which means the block rewards are small. It's only 0.6 XMR. So what is the current price of XMR? I'm looking on my phone so you guys can't really see it, but I'm talking out loud so you guys can hear what's happening. XMR is at $146.36 right now. 146.36 times 0.6. A block would be about $87.81. So obviously we're not going to hit a block a day. That would be awesome, but it's not going to happen. $87. Let's say it takes 4 days. Let's divide that by 4. 4 days per block. That's $21.95. Divide that by, I don't even know how many rigs I got. 31. Plus the Bitmain counts as a whole bunch. I don't even know how to count that in. To try to get an average of how much per rig that would make if you found a block every 4 days. But that's not too bad. No, I did hit a block. I tried XMR solo mining. It was a few months back. It's not on here anymore. I wish it was. But I hit a solo XMR block in 4 hours. Now, that was some luck. I think it was like 1 point something %. But yeah, 4 hours from when I turned on, I hit an XMR block. I'm like, hey, I'm out of here. But that was pretty sweet. I spent it all already, obviously. But yeah. Is that Epic 01 rig also a 7742? Yes. So this is a single Epic and this is a dual Epic. Both Epics are 7742s. And they all got the exact same RAM and everything. They're exactly the same rig, except one's a dual and one's a single. Because in order to compare, dual versus single, I needed to have everything as close to the same as I could. And that's why I went with exactly the same RAM and everything for each build, so that I could compare, dual versus single, and see, is it worth it getting a dual? Is it worth it just to get singles? Is it worth to get an Epic at all in the first place? But yeah. Yeah, solo mine is very hard to predict. You could hit a couple blocks at 2-3% very fast, and then your next couple blocks could be 300% for all we know. Like if you go into pool here solo right now, well, the current effort's at 80%. Overall average is around 100, but I've seen it hit like current effort around 350 a lot of times. You see it on every pool, 350. If we go, let's take a look. Like what's my Virus pool at right now? Rabid pools. We'll go look at the Virus coin Rabid pool here. Engage. There we go. So if we look, currently we're at, see, like right now we're sitting at 117% of an effort to the next block. But if we go into the blocks here, we can see like 78%, 96, 139, 96, 9% block, 86% block, 323%. You can see it varies so much. You never know when that block's going to come. 2% block, 8%, 9, look at back to back almost, 8%, 9%, 5%, 1%. Like it varies on finding solo blocks a lot. You just never know. But yeah, where we at here? That'd be pretty sweet if we hit one during the live stream though. Anyway, so we've been here for a little while. Do you guys have any questions or anything we should go over? We'll be doing our AMA tomorrow. Throat's getting a little on the sore side. But yeah, we can officially say that we did try almost, I think we tried every possibility we could think of. Proxies, pools, everything. Thanks to Chires there for actually using the simple mode over nice hash mode, which did allow it to connect to the proxy. So that opens up a couple more things I don't know anything else we can really try, but it's I can at least point that to the proxy and we can play around with stuff. Like I could trick I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to play a trick on people. I wish it was April all over again, but I want to do something like take that proxy, name it like the X6 or X5++, and be like, Bitmain unlocked a new miner. They unlocked the X5 or something, and have like 700 kilohash coming out of like the X6 or something. Because that's things you can do. I did that as a prank previously before this, where I put up all my rigs together and I had about 250 kilohash mining Zeph through my proxy. And I was like, hey, look at the X5 is being tested on Zeph. And, a lot of people believed it until, I was like, hey guys, no, I was joking. It's a proxy. It was a lie. It was a prank. It's not real. But it was fun. What do we got here? You guys still there? Anyone knows talking? Everyone just fell asleep or something. I'm sorry. I'm so boring. That would be fun, though, I think. We could definitely do this. Is the proxy still on? It is. No miners connected. I still got the proxy going. Disconnect. All right. Looks like we're not hitting any blocks. I got to get all these back on Zeph, though, because if you're unaware, Zeph hard fork is happening tomorrow. And that's going to suck because 20% reduction in block rewards is going to happen, which means profitability is going to drop unless the price goes up. Everything's been going down lately, so that sucks. Hey, what's this? Block found. Wasn't for me, though. I wish it was. Come on. Find block. Find block. But yeah, I'm going to go on Zeph, and then, you know, that once I'm going to check the numbers once their hard fork happens and see what the profitability is looking like. And then at that point, you know, if it's not something amazing, if it's just, you know, whatever, average type of profitability, I'm probably just going to jump it on the solo mining here and do what we're doing looking at right now is I might try some XMR solo mining because the X5 is giving a nice big efficient hash boost here. So it should help. It'll be interesting to see how we play out with that. But I'm going to wait till after tomorrow to actually do that. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. Nice ass with different past worker name. Maybe I'm not. You exchange to Zeph RSV. I don't know how that whole thing is working. Like, you know, it's blah, 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 I'm all over. Let's look at that right now. Let's go to Zeph here. Open up the new wallet. Sometime this year. Okay, select wallet. Yes, password. I'll give you guys my. What is my password? Is this the right one? Open. Yeah, it must be the right one. So I don't know exactly how this works. I was kind of trying to read it all, but this is saying right here. So this is like a reserve coin. I don't know what's going on, but somehow 20% of the block reward is going to come out and go to the reserves, I feel. And there's something else going on about the USD is based on the reserve coin of when the reserve went in. I don't know. I was trying to follow. It seems confusing, but like there's a reserve coin that you can reserve. You can put your coins into it to reserve it at an X amount of price or something. Then if the coin prices tank or something, somehow you can redeem it for the reserve price. I have no idea what's happening. It's poof over my head because I'm not a trader. I don't know what they're doing. I'm a miner. All I care about, I don't care about Zeph USD. Like seriously, you're competing with USDT. You're competing with USDC. You're competing with Ethereum level, the actual stable coins, you know, Binance USD. So like, and I don't really think something like this is going to take off. I think Flux or Zelcore is actually trying to implement a USDT as well. I don't know how that's going to work. How are you going to pull everyone from something that's already there and working onto yours? So it doesn't make sense. To me, I'm just going to go straight. I mine these coins. Whatever the price turns to, if it pumps, I sell. If it doesn't, I wait. If I need money, I'll sell. So this is the only one I really care about. All this stuff doesn't need to be here. Now, another thing, where's my Haven wallet? Now that I kind of got them side by side, let's look. Yeah, here's my Haven wallet. Let's look at Haven. They're like almost exactly the same wallets. And Haven was around a lot earlier. Rabid Vault. No, what's my password for this? I don't even remember now. Is this it? Login. Look at the logins pretty much exactly the same. Like this is a 100% Haven fork. And no one realizes it because no one really knows that Haven really exists, even though it's been around for a long time. Haven is based around XMR technically as a private stablecoin USD thing. And Zeph did their fork, and that's what they're implementing now. And this, you know, this next level thing, but it's exactly the same thing. They implement, so they forked Zeph or XMR, and then they forked Haven, and now they're just bringing the two together, which already existed in the first place. So this one's actually a little bit different now, unless you can change it. But look at US dollar, euro, Chinese yen. Like you have a lot more options here. But where's there must be a different layout that I changed because it looked exactly the same layout as this one earlier. But you can see like it's the same thing for the most part of all this. But yeah, anyway, that's the Haven wallet. Mute my mic when typing is too loud. Too much there for you? Okay, I'll have to mute my mic every time I type. I apologize. Sorry. Is it really loud though? My bad. Oh, you guys are just guessing the keys that I actually pushed from typing. So you guys know my password now. Is that what's going on? You guys have that good of ears? That's crazy. Yes. Oh, Red Putts. You figured out my password. Oh my gosh. I don't believe this. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys got my password. Now I'm going to have to move to a new wallet. Got my password from the tones. Great. Now you guys know what it is. I'm going to have to start a new wallet. Move it all over. New password. Actually, I think I can change my wallet password. I'm going to do that right now so that you guys can hear the new password. You can track key by mic using algos. Interesting. Interesting. But all it was pretty much 1 through 9 and then 9 to 1 and then a couple capital letters in there. So it's pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My password tone is 2600 hertz. Yes, you found it. Yeah. Red Putz figured it out. He got it. He nailed it. Anyway, so I guess, yeah, we're going to wrap up this live stream now. I appreciate everyone for showing up. The X5 is XMR bound only for now. We'll see if some firmware updates happen. You know, wait, before we do this, let's go check the Bitmain website and just see. Did you guys keyboard tone that? Did I type out Bitmain for real, or did I have it kind of ciphered to pretend and reverse my keyboard? We'll never know. What do we got here? Firmware download. Bam. X5. Where you at? Where you at? XMR Kryptonite. Bam. X5. Initial firmware. Okay, it's still the same one. So that sucks. Speaking of, okay, see, now we're on a firmware hunt. Let's go to Apollo. See if they updated yet. I've been messaging them. They said, yeah, we're working on it. It's coming soon. It's not. It's still nothing. So let's see if they have a firmware upload. V series. And nothing new there. Do they have it for the X series? Because that one's still broken. And nothing there. That's still the latest. What else do we got? Jazzminer does have a new firmware update. I don't know what it does, but I updated mine anyway. And I don't know. I think actually it might be a little more efficient. I'm going to have to repower test this. It might have lost a little bit of power at the wall. Where is it? Support. Product firmware. Yeah, so you can see here 9/25. So September 25th. They did upload new firmware for the Jazzminer X16s. Now, I didn't fully test it, but I did check my wall when I did it, and I think it was down like 20 or 30 watts. If you're unfamiliar, it actually uses close to 700 watts, 690. A lot of profitability calculators are telling you 630 based on specs. It does use quite a bit more, but it does look like it came down, you know, possibly 20 or 30 watts based on the watt meter, but I had everything on, so I was just guessing based on that. So again, I'm not 100% sure. I'll probably have to retest that again. But there is new Jazzminer firmware. One thing to realize, though, if your Jazzminer is working just fine, there's no point to update it. I did try to revert back because I can't remember what it was. There's something going on that I was like, found out, oh, actually, it's not an issue. But I couldn't revert back. It says there's no wrong firmware or something. So you can't reverse firmware once you upgrade to the latest with the X16, which I found interesting. Michael Flores, thank you very much for the $2. What US? We got any thoughts on reaction? I don't know if it's going to do anything. I think its profitability is not too bad. Let's take a look at it. RTC here. Hash rate's down, so that's a bonus. 000387, not too bad. Where is, go to CPU coins here. Let's just take a quick peek. Let's take a look at the profitability of it right now. I think I got all this set up for it. Where is the proper? Nope. Where's the right screen? Nope. Kinda see it with that one. So reaction, let's find, where's reaction? Right, oh, where are you? Right here. So here's reaction. Let's just check the price again. We got 387, so it's up a little bit. 387. We're gonna go into our price, our 6.49 mega hash, so it's up a little bit. Current profitability of this is, it's looking like 57 cents. Oh, you guys can't even see that because it's too wide now. It's 57 cents on a 3900X before power. It looks like my farm would be making about $18.91 and $6.54 after power if I was to put everything on it. So it's okay. It's not too bad. It's about even with all those Ghost Rider coins. That new one, was it Meki AI? What's that one currently at? 1,000. We can do an update on that one, I guess, see how it is currently looking, but it's probably around the same. 0.695 for the price. 0.695 went down. Current network hash rate is about 6.2. Oh, that went down a lot. 6.2. I think I just messed up. Is that right? 20. Okay, it looks like that one's making $23 on 59 cents per 3900X, $23 on the farm, $11 after power on the farm. So that's not too shabby of a. That looks like that's a little more profitable now. So bonus on that. Vars chain has been doing ups and downs. Let's take a look at that. Now, here's an interesting one. A lot of people. Varsa coin. I don't want that. Vars. There, Vars chain right there. There's still people off. Yeah, so a lot of hash rate came. Hey, it actually went up in price. This might be interesting. So look, there's only 3 mega hash online. A lot of people are coming offline, so they look at that and say, oh, the hash rate left, so that coin must be dying. But if more hash rate leaves, that means profitability also picks up because it's a lot less secure. And it looks like the price came out. This might actually be our best option yet. 000381. Vars coin, where are you? Right here. 000381. 000381. Network hash rate is currently at 000. Oh wait, that's the price. 3.27 mega hash. Not that one. 327. So yeah, we're at $22. So 55 cents. Looks like the other one's a little better. So the other one's a little better, but there's 2 options there. That's fairly close to profitability. Now, I imagine a lot of you guys are probably mining on Zergpool, just mining the Ghost Rider algorithm and then getting paid on Bitcoin or something. So it's probably bouncing back and forth between those 2 or 3 coins right now, if that's something you're doing, because they all look fairly close in profitability. Looks like the Meki AI is slightly more profitable. But for the most part, you know, those 3 are looking not too bad in profitability right now. I'm solo mining GR new coin Mexu AI to Exedrix wallet. Load of crypt, but may hit a small profit if find block. Yeah, right on. If you hit a block, that would be definitely awesome. On my i5 using 4 threads. Oh, on an i5 with 4 threads. Good luck. Oh, that's awesome though. So the simple versus nice hash switch and axiomatic proxy means the ice hash nonce is messing it up too. Yes, that's a good point there. I should probably I should let nice hash know about that because that's probably how their stratum and stuff is working. So yeah, nice hash is messing something up for sure. So maybe if they fix that, it might connect. I don't know. Yeah, I'll let them know about that, though. Good point. Anyway, guys, so we are going to wrap this one up for the 3rd or 4th or 5th time by now. Thank you for coming out for this live stream. We'll have our AMA and everything tomorrow. I will see you all in the next one. Rabid out.